Hi all, this is Mike Howells from Emerson. I'm just going to give you a quick overview of our current demo room and equipment that we have set up today. Obviously we can change this setup to any customer's requirements on anything they would like to see from Emerson. But today I've got a few items set up, and what we have is we have a software and solutions PLC, which is a touchscreen PLC from Emerson. And then we have at the bottom here our PLC that it's connected to. So if we just go through the different screens, we can see different variations of screens that we've set up. And these are corresponding to products that we have around. So we'll just start with the first product here, which is our Aventix valve island. So again, our PLC is connected to our Aventix valve island. And what we can do is we can energize a coil. That's energized that particular coil, and at the same time we're monitoring this with our smart control panel. That looks after how much air we're using and if we're using air or not, and shuts the system down if it's not being used for a particular amount of time. And at the same time we have our AF2, where we're monitoring all the airflow, again on a different screen. And these are all connected, so this is all connected in the industrial internet of things. And again, just by touch button we can send the cylinder back out and return, back out and return. You can select another cylinder. So at the moment this cylinder is out, and if we go back to our visual display, we can see that that particular cylinder is also out on display. And we can send that cylinder back. And out again. And back. And out again. And again we can see it going backwards and forwards on the display. We send it back, there it goes back. So that's one of the screens that we set up, and again all these screens can be custom made to any customer's requirements. If we go to the 4 to 20 milliamp slider, this is TopWorks PD200 positioner, which is on this device here. And again, just by using the touchscreen, if I go to the 20 milliamps, we can see that that's open, and I can take it back, and again we can see the dial changing in correspondence to where the device is. So again, that's another one of our devices. If we go here, we have a simple centronic valve, and again if I go to my slider, I can change the position, and that will give me a corresponding value on the device. So we have a number of devices here that we can monitor. And some of that are not obviously connected to the PLC, some are just standalone devices. So we have here an ARCS, which is an advanced redundant control system. So we can see this is a 2 out of 2 system, so 2 products need to fail before the device shuts down. So if we take one solenoid off, we can actually see that that solenoid is now out of line, but the valve itself has not moved. And then we can swap it over to the other one, and again the valve's not moved. But then in the event of catastrophic failure, we can turn the valve off, and that returns to a safe position. So again, just engage that. This is our automated system again. So we've got 2 proportional control valves that we have against in effect a tennis ball. And what we can do is we can go from auto mode, sorry, to manual mode, and then we can control that signal going towards the tennis ball and just control it proportionally. So we can either squash the tennis ball, or we can just touch the tennis ball, just by that fine movement there of the controls. And then on the next station we have our Trex device. So what we're doing here is we're using the loop calculator or the loop diagnostics to control our PD200 device. So we'll turn the power on and the position on. And then what we're able to do is we're able to control the valve again directly with this device. But a Freud error is that I haven't connected any pneumatics to this at the moment, so that's why that's not working. Moving over to the last device here, which is a partial stroke device. Again, so what we're able to do is we're able to control this either from the control room, which is what that represents there, or by the switch button on the side. Okay, so that's just a quick overview. And again, if customers do need to have any sort of simple pneumatics training, we also have our pneumatics boxes here, and we can do some simple sort of cylinder circuits here. So we've just got a push button there to control a very simple circuit. Finally, we have a nice actuated valve here, controlled by a little switch button.